Hey, do you like zombies? Do you like paintball? Well, guess what? On Target has put the two together. They expected as many as 500 for this scenario event, but late registrations has pushed it up to as many as 1,000. Now, this is an experiment in paintball, so we're going to see just how well it works out for them.
In the summer of 2014, On Target Paintball in Pemberton, New Jersey, hosted a scenario paintball game called Living Dead, and they will do this annually. Now here you see the blue team, which is the CDC, and here you see the red team, which is the Stranded. Now, you would think that because the Stranded are starting out in the mega fortress, this central location, and pushing their way out like a hub of from the spokes of a tire, pushing out in all directions, that they're on defense, but they're not. It's actually an offensive start, and the other team has to hold them off. Now, you'll note there that I have a flagging tape image there showing you that all players, not just the CDC, but the Stranded, both sides have this flagging tape, which is what's meant to indicate whether or not you have life or not. The zombies will, after this opening battle gets started, just when both teams are not ready, jump out from behind the red team, from behind their base, and start to attack them. And if they pull both of your flagging tapes, you cannot play in the final battle of the day. Now, the rules may change for 2015 and subsequent years, but that's how it was in 2014.
What's up, DangerMan? I can't see any of them back there. Guys, what's up?
Check out the yellow tape line there. That represents the edge of the field, and you'll see it in this image on the overlay where it has the red arrow. Now, along that tape line is where a bottleneck takes place, but around the perimeter of the fort there's a berm in which the red team is trying to push out and continuously push out throughout the day. Now, it wasn't this way all day, but for the opening battle, this is how they released both teams. The red team had to push out from the mega fortress.
Listen to your player. Listen to your player.
Now, there's my oldest son there. We're going to pick up my youngest son here in a second. I'll let you hear me coach him a bit.
Got high, I got low.
You heard he said? You got high, he's got low, so you need to hold that lane. You get a lane, you hold it till somebody takes it away from you. Okay?
Help him out, take the right. I got left, I got left.
Don't waste your paint. Don't waste your paint.
Yeah, only shoot if you see some movement.
You got an hour to go, Declan. Dalton. But remember, Dalton, if you get a lane, you hold it. You don't give up that lane until somebody takes it away from you. Now look, you're holding a lane now. You're holding a lane now. Don't give it up until somebody takes it away from you. You don't have to shoot paint.
You'll see here only at the end of this coaching does Dalton finally start to maintain and hold the lane. But of course, I tell him to go check on his brother.
Moving at 2 o'clock! 2 o'clock! Left of your bunker! You're 2 o'clock!
Don't talk to your brother.
Oh shit!
Don't talk to your brother.
Get low, get low!
This player is Jeff DeGraff. He's the example, he's the prototypical example of a great paintball player. He's a high-quality shooter and more.
Moving left! Moving left! He dropped his smoke! They drop his smoke on the left! Smoke on the left! Back right!
For those of you that play video games and know what a call-out is, one of the vital components to a great paintball player is their ability to communicate. And Jeff does that consistently all the time. Not only does he give information to local players, but to everybody on the field, and it's relevant information. This is what makes, separates good paintball players from great paintball players. Here you're going to get a perspective shot from the Stranded side. You'll see the overlay actually show you as well how this works like a hub of a tire where it spreads the attack out. It's not a straight line. And on the left side of the field, the edge of the field here, I'm going to move away from the red team, the Stranded, up towards the blue team and give you a perspective of both sides of how this battle's taking place. And what you're going to notice here is that the red team and the blue team have the same idea. They both want to work the edge of the field. They both want to flank, but they both have far too many players for either team to effectively push through. It's just going to be a stalemate. So what happens here is in the course of the morning of this early part of the opening battle, the interior of the field becomes the actual part of the field in which the push takes place. Now, you've often heard me talk about I don't like to play the middle of the field because it's a kill box. But remember, this is not a straight line. As the red team pushes out, this arc gets ever widening and further out, and it becomes a situation where the blue team actually does become spread out, and they have a harder time holding the field. Now how does this happen? Well, the red team has a concentrated number of players at the beginning of the game, and the blue team has to spread them out around the red team. And every inch of ground the red team takes and pushes out, they spread the blue team further out, causing more coverage concern. All right, so let's move on here to the zombie ambush. Now, they didn't do this all day, but in many cases, the zombies would attack by preemptively throwing smoke to run through.
Coming through your lane. All right, we have Josh here from On Target Paintball. He just participated as a zombie. Tell us about that rush.
I mean, it's crazy. I've gotten hit with paintballs before, but it's a whole nother level of adrenaline when you're going in there without any gun. You just got to man up and do it.
How many have you had with you on that rush?
About 25, 30.
Now, did you get any tags?
Yeah, I got 2 myself.
All right, you're just shooting at zombies.
Yeah.
What do you think? How did that change the game up? Did it make it interesting?
Yeah, we lost the field on this side, so now we're waiting to see what they do again.
Now, how many people did you lose to the zombies just now?
I almost got tagged myself. Someone saved me though, so I was lucky.
So at this point, you've got a lot of people keeping an eye on those zombies over there.
Yeah, so that's a big thing though, because we can lose our concentration on the other players where we got to score those points at.
You can't. They're standing behind the tape.
Right here, there's one right here. They don't have guns. They don't have guns.
All right, in part 2, we're going to get to some walking tanks and some first-person shooting from yours truly.
It's too much for any man.